Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Ikaw ang pamuno para sa pagbabago. Tawa na ang ayaw ko sa magnanakaw. Madilim na kahapon, ikaw ang mag-aahon. Sa piling mo, di ko mawawala ang korupsyon. Tayo na, Pilipinas, tayo na magbago.
You may now take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to the simultaneous inauguration of school buildings of the Lawang Bato National High School and Canumay East National High School here in Valenzuela City. For the start of the program, may we call on Valenzuela City Mayor Rex Gatchalian for his welcome remarks.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Bago po ako magsimula, hayaan niyo pong i-acknowledge ko ang pagdating ng ating Pangulo. Mr. President, welcome back to Valenzuela City po. Of course, kay Ma'am Hanilet. Ma'am, welcome back to Valenzuela City. Mapalad din po tayo, nakasama natin ang dalawa nating senador. Ang senador na nanggaling ho dito sa Valenzuela, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian. Nandito rin po ang ating senador, Senator Bongo. Sir, welcome back to the city. Nandito rin po si Yusek Bernardo ng DPWH. Yusek, magandang hapon po. Nandito rin po ang ating napakasipag na Secretary ng Department of Education, Ma'am Briones. Ma'am, welcome back to Valenzuela City. Ang kinatawan ng pangalawang distrito ng Valenzuela, Congressman Eric Martinez. Ang ating butihing Vice Mayor, 10 ng ating mga konsihal na kasama sa education natin na program, si Vice Mayor Lori Natividad Borja. And of course, ang ating host ngayong araw na to, ang Barangay Captain ng Barangay Lawang Bato, Kapitan Romy Acuña. Kap, magandang hapon. Mr. President, bago po ako magsimula, hayaan niyo pong samantalahin ko yung pagkakataon na sa ngalan ng mga medical frontliners ng Valenzuela Medical Center, pati na rin ng Valenzuela Emergency Center, sir, maraming salamat po. Kahapon nabakunahan na po sila. Sila ho yung kasama sa mga first batch na mga nabakaunuhan na mga medical frontliner. Mr. President, thank you for your leadership dahil yung mga medical frontliners natin ngayon safe na ho sila. And sa araw na po to, nais ko rin ho samantalang pagkakataon magpasalamat sa ating butihing Pangulo sa dalawang panibagong campus na itinayo dito sa Valenzuela City. Dito sa Lawang Bato National High School, 44 classrooms po ang itinayo. At sa ating Canumay East National High School, another 16 classrooms sa bagong campus. Mr. President, Ma'am Hanilet, para sa inyong kaalaman, ang Lawang Bato po at ang Canumay East, ang industrial belt ng Valenzuela City. Nandito po ang pinakamarami naming mga pabrika. Nandito rin po matatagpuan ng may pinakamaraming minimum wage earners dahil sa mga pabrika. At itong mga magulang na mga workers, ang kanilang recourse lang po sa edukasyon ay public schools. Kaya nga sa araw na to, alam ko ho itong dalawang building na to ay simbolo ng kanilang mga pangarap na mapaaral sa mabigyan ng dekalidad na edukasyon ang ating mga kabataan na balang araw, babalik sila sa pabrika pero hindi na bilang mga minimum wage earners kundi mga bisor, mga manager. Naniniwala kami na itong dalawang bagong paaralan ay legacy hunyo sa mga manggagawa na patuloy na nagpupursige para sa kanilang mga anak. So Mr. President, let me take this opportunity not to only welcome you to Valenzuela City, but to thank you. Sir, these two buildings are a symbol of your legacy in public education. Maraming salamat po. Welcome to Valenzuela City, sir.
Thank you, Mayor Gatchalian. At this juncture, may we enjoin everyone to witness the simultaneous unveiling of the markers for the 5 newly constructed school buildings here at Lawang Bato National High School and Canumay East National High School, Valenzuela City. May we request the President, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, together with Secretary Leonor Briones and Valenzuela City Mayor Rexlon Rex Gatchalian, to proceed to the center stage to lead the ceremonial unveiling of the markers. May we also request the simultaneous unveiling of the marker at Canumay East National High School to be led by DepEd Valenzuela Schools Division Office Filmor Caballero and Canumay East National High School Principal Maria Patricia S. De Vera. Ready, Mr. President, on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. Thank you very much, Mr. President. At this point, you may now take your seats. At this point, may we call on DepEd Secretary Leonor Briones to introduce our guest of honor.
Magandang hapon sa lahat na nagsusuporta, nagmamahal ng ating presidente at ng kanyang commitment sa edukasyon. Ako bilang isang teacher, sanay na akong mag-roll call, pero hindi na ako mag-roll call ngayon dahil na-roll call na sila ni Mayor ang lahat ng mga dignitaries. Ang gusto ko lang idagdag ang aking DepEd family, led by our Undersecretary and our superintendents and our principals and officials who contributed to the construction of these 2 buildings for Valenzuela. On a personal note, Mr. President, Valenzuela has always been special to me as a scholar and as a citizen of the Philippines. Valenzuela is perhaps the most awarded, the leading local government unit in terms of accomplishments, in terms of revenue, and also, most important of all, in terms of its concern for education. So maraming salamat, Valenzuela, sa inyong suporta sa pagnanais ng presidente na kanyang tuparin yung kanyang campaign promise noon na mag-build siya ng schools dito sa Valenzuela. Siguro sabihin natin hindi na kailangan ng Valenzuela ang additional schools. Pero alam natin na Valenzuela is between Manila and Bulacan. And ang daming mga workers natin, ang daming mga naglilipatan at nangangailangan hindi lamang ng university education but basic education as well. At kami ay nagpapasalamat. Ngayon gusto kong ipakilala sa inyo ang isang tao na buong buhay niya ay talagang kabisado niya ang edukasyon. Alam ng lahat na siya ay anak ng isang teacher na nagiging opisyal sa ating Department of Education. Siguro, Mr. President, Ang sweldo niya at that time, pareho sa sweldo ng aking ina. Yung aking ina na teacher din, nagsweldo ay 150, swerte na kuma 150 pesos a month or even less. Lahat-lahat ginagawa, buong buhay binubuhos sa pag-educate ng kabataan. At ito, clearly, na-absorb itong devotion to education ng ating mahal na presidente. So hindi ko na hahabaan ang pagpapakilala sa kanya dahil alam naman ninyo ang kanyang devotion to education. Napakalaki, more than 30% ang pag-increase ng budget ng education nang siya ay nagiging presidente. Sinuporta niya ang ating alternative learning systems at saka lahat ng mga panibagong approaches, panibagong paraan para ipagpatuloy ang edukasyon, sinusuporta ng presidente. Walang proyekto, walang bagong paraan o luma mang paraan na hindi sinusuporta ng presidente where education is concerned. Kaya malaking karangalan, malaking pagmamahal sa amin galing sa DepEd ang pagpapakilala sa inyo sa isang presidente na pinakamalaking kontribusyon sa edukasyon, sa pinansya, sa proyekto, sa mga pangangailangan, at sa mga responses natin sa krisis na hinaharap natin ngayon. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Filipinos, fellow citizens, the President of the Philippines, the Honorable Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit, no? Salamat po. My partner, Analeto Vansenia, taga Valenzuela, Bulacan po siya. Kaya when we were campaigning, and I was asking what is the immediate need of the constituency here in Bulacan, Valenzuela. And they said, more schools because of a growing population. And it makes me happy to go back and see the fulfillment of that promise to the people of Valenzuela, Bulacan. Education Secretary Leonor Briones, Chair of the Senate Committee on Basic Education, Arts and Culture, Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, Valenzuela, Second District Representative Eric Martinez, who is a very loyal supporter. Valenzuela Vice Mayor Lorena Natividad Borja, Valenzuela School Division Office and Curriculum Implementation Chief Filmor Caballero, Officer in Charge, Office of the Assistant District Engineer, Engineer Andres Macalay, Canumay East National School Principal Patricia Vera, mga kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kababayan ko. Making quality education to all Filipinos is one of my administration's top priorities in the development agenda. Well, as a matter of fact, in the budget yearly, the highest ng perang mapunta ang number one is education. Mas mababa yung mga agriculture. It's education. I don't know the second. I can only remember the first because of the huge money allotted for the education department. When I ran in 2016, I promised our people that by the end of my term, we would have built conducive, inclusive, and resilient learning environment for our students. Sa awa po ng Diyos, mukhang natupad ko man, medyo hindi naman lahat. Baka 1/4 of a whole. Okay na yan, given the expenses that we have to fund, and of course, ang tagal the time needed to construct. Ito na, kakatapos lang. I remember it was 2016. I was not yet the president. However, this task was made more complex with the challenges brought by the COVID-19 pandemic to our education systems as we transition our society under new normal. Sa totoo lang po, let me just explain. My mother is a retired public school supervisor. Was a teacher all over life. Sa totoo lang, ang malapit sa akin, sa puso, ang mga maestra. Pero nung nag-increase ako ng salary, I already saw what was happening. Pati ngayon, nakikita ako na how it will develop within the next 5 years. I see it's so a host of problems that we need money all the time for everyone na hindi naman talaga magkasya. So nakatarget ho ako doon. We were doing fine. Our rating is BBB. Next to that is A. Ang credit, natin. Because hanggang ngayon, pinahiram tayo, pero mababa na lang. Kasi wala tayong pambayad, but DBP and World Bank were maybe a good spirit in them, allowed us to borrow money to buy COVID vaccines. Nag-iipon na po ako, sa totoo lang, kasi sabi ko next ang teacher. Totoo yan. Nandyan si Secretary Briones. She's maybe old, but she's a brilliant, she's a professor of UP. Maybe suma ka ba, ma'am? She was our national treasurer. So alam niya ang pera talaga gaano kahirap kunin. Now when COVID came, bagsak talaga ang ekonomiya. Sarado ang mga factories, manufacturing, whatever. Kasi takot nga, there was a lockdown. And between an economy and the health of the people, with the pandemic whirling around, I thought it wise to cast my lot with the interest of the people in their health. Kaya ho, nagkaganon. Pero after this, I've been to the other side. I have to fly to William Moore because the AstraZeneca, about 478,000 darating. Now, for those of you, wala ito sa speech ko. For those of you who opt to take that vaccine, it's fine with me. Wala sa akin yan. Others might prefer other brands. The doctors are very discriminating. They're waiting for Pfizer. Ang akin is Sinopharm, China. Hindi masyado ako maano dyan sa mga produkto ng puti. So, ganun. But I will be receiving another batch. And then another, China would give us another 400, making their donation to this country 1 million. Itong dumating na AstraZeneca, donation rin ito ng WHO. It is the answer to their call that rich nation must also fund the poor nation, because no one is safe until everybody is safe. So that's how it is. You limit it and you cut travel and everything. And all the commercial exchanges would grind to a halt. So, ganun ho ang nangyari dyan. Buhay sabi yung mga economic managers ko are pestering me. And also the education department. Gusto na talaga na, sabi ko, ito lang ang tandaan ninyo. Pag ang isang Pilipino magpunta sa isang clinic, public health, preferably, city health, city hospital, o yung mga hospital nag-volunteer na magbakuna. Pag ang every Pilipino, ganyan ang sitwasyon, na mapabakuna na lang sila, wala ng kulang at wala ng maraming kotso-kotso, then I will open it immediately. Hindi kailangan lahat. Basta makita ko lang yan. That is the standard. Hindi naman lahat sabay-sabay yan eh. But if I see most of the citizens can avail of the vaccine in any of the health centers, hospitals, at wala ng that is the standard, then I will reopen everything sa ating ekonomiya. For now, bigil ako sa lalo na mga bata. You have my assurance that the government will be exerting all efforts to roll out the nationwide COVID-19 vaccination program to enable us to reopen our schools and slowly resume our face-to-face learning. To our students, I hope that despite the challenges ahead, you will persevere and strive hard to excel and reach your potential. Together, let us pursue our shared aspiration for a stronger, brighter future of the Filipino people. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Sir, na-miss ko ba? Rex, ang mata ko, you have to. Hiningi ko kanina sa sa aid ko. Yun, doon sa dulo. Hindi na dala kaya hirap ako magbasa. But anyway, good as any time to say that we have done our part. At kung mayroon pa akong maidagdag with the limited time that I have, it's almost an effective president, half a year na lang ako. The other half would be the lame months. Lame duck na ako. And that is natural. It happens. It will happen. Pero ngayon, kung anong madagdag ko, sabihin lang po ninyo. Education, you can always go to Miss Yunor Bionet.
Once again, thank you very much, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our program. Mula sa puso ng bawat Valenzuelanos, maraming salamat po, mahal na Pangulong Duterte. Again, ladies and gentlemen, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.